Oh, I like this question, but it's anonymous, unfortunately.
Oh,
do you hang out together outside of work?
God, no.
So where?
So where? Is that you?
We
there
do,
you go.
actually.
Hello.
Nice job. Good
question.
We do.
And yes.
Yeah, we do.
Most often.
And a lot of times at my house.
Yeah.
And the group is ridiculous, actually, because days are really long. And when we get together, the particular brand of cacophony is so funny because I don't know, 11-year-olds at a Girl Scout sleepover.
That's what we're like.
You know, is what I think of, and it seems like a 50-year reunion. You know, when we've just spent 17 hours together.
And they're supposed to be like
So
2 hours, and they end up being 10.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
long.
Yeah.
And I will say also, don't be jealous, but the Scandal girls have our own gatherings that are really special.
Yeah.
We were trying to put together a Scandal Boy one, but
Josh Malina couldn't do it.
And then he got mad when we were going to do it without him.
I got a very
Yeah, and he said, "You're going to do it without me." Great,
It
really?
was actually his birthday.
There are a lot of Jewish holidays. It was Jewish.
It was actually your birthday, right?
And it was my birthday.
Yeah,
His birthday is a Jewish holiday.
It's not wrong.
This one's anonymous too, and I love it. Who comes up with the names of what you call the different ways to dispose bodies?
Oh.
Who asked that? That's a great one.
Who did that?
Who did that question?
Oh, there she is. Don't be afraid. Yes.
Good question. That's a Scandal Writers
The writers.
question. I don't know. That's really, you should post it to Scandal Writers.
Yeah.
At Scandal Writers. Yeah.
Yeah, Left and Fold is good stuff.
It was really bizarre to do.
It was. But fun.
Yeah, but
Guillermo, kick that leg out, because I think he's got on Katie's wrap gift.
yeah.
Let me see.
Oh yeah, Katie gave me these socks.
They have a drill on them, and
Yeah,
they
they
say
do.
perfectly screwy.
They're awesome.
Ah, I
Cute.
love them.
Thanks.
I guess Scott didn't get a pair.
Good, Josh.
By the way, I take it back. These guys are funnier than the cast of
I'm glad we cleared that up.
That is really funny.
Someone the other day said, if they ever cancel Scandal, I'll still have Josh Malina's Twitter feed. I told Josh that. He said, they canceled this show, I'm never tweeting again.
I've got a question from Leah S. Leah.
Yeah,
Leah?
Go, Lee.
Leah.
What about the script pulled you in? As in, what made you think I need to be a part of this?
Oh, I was like last. I mean, they didn't add me as a regular until second season, so I just had a couple lines in the pilot and got hired the day before by his sweet wife. And for me, Tony had directed me on Dirty Sexy Money, and I knew what a sweet pea he was, and I was trying to think about who could be his wife, and that's I knew Shauna was amazing because I'd worked for her, and I knew Kerry was amazing, and I just thought I'll show up and say 5 syllables, much less 5 lines. So just happy to be invited. Yeah.
That's great. Tony, how about you? What pulled you in?
the combination of Shonda Rhimes and Kerry Washington. I'd worked with Shonda as a director. I directed early Grey's Anatomy, and so every time I saw Kerry in a movie, she was so different in everything, and I was a huge fan of her work and loved her as a person, and had been just going, God, I hope I get a chance to work with Kerry. And then Shonda called me and said, how did you play the President of the United States?
Now there's the real reason. Just so everyone knows.
So the combination of those two women, I was like, that's going to be...
Speaking of being the president, do you and like Kevin Spacey and Martin Sheen and some of the other great presidents of our time all get together and like compare notes?
That's a great card game. Oh my gosh.
I just saw Kevin the other night. It really was like, hello, Mr. President. Hello, Mr. President.
That is
Really good funny or die.
Yeah, It's pretty cheesy.
So good.
But I had the same experience with Obama, so you know.
Not cheesy.
Not cheesy.
Not cheesy.
Not cheesy at all.
Not cheesy.
This question does not have an author, so please identify yourself.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
After 4 seasons, are you still surprised when you read new scripts?
Yes,
There we go,
Thank
right
you.
there.
Yes.
Nice.
We are.
every time.
Blown
Really
away.
are.
Every time.
This finale episode, I mean, I turned to Shonda, I was like, where do we go from here? Are you for real? Like, how do we, now what? It's crazy.
I'm surprised, maybe because you all just filmed the finale, I'm kind of surprised that nobody has brought up who Olivia's rescuer was after.
Oh, that was a huge OMG. That was a huge OMG moment and so emotional for us.
Talk a little about that.
Just having him come back, having Ian come back was so special and such a shock that he was my hero was so great and so beautiful. It just felt really full circle.
And genius that Abby brought him. Like,
Yeah, yeah. It was such a beautiful writing, and it was fun. I remember when that episode aired, somebody on Twitter saying like, "Who's that guy?" And it became the line of real gladiators and completely gladiators. It was like, "Who's that guy? Where you been?" It was great.
At what point did you find out that he was going to be your savior?
At the table read.
read.
At the table read. And when we all saw his name,
erupted.
It erupted, and I ran up to Shonda afterward, and I went, "For real? Like how? Have you spoken to him? Have you seen him? Is it true? Like how are we going to do it?" And when we shot the roof scene, he and I had this very elaborate. We were in 2 different cars with tinted windows, and we went up through this garage, like because there were paparazzi. They had seen signs for the show. And we had to make sure that nobody saw him on our way up to the roof. So it all just felt so wonderfully exciting. And we protect our secrets. We sign those sides because we know half of the joy comes from the realization of the aha moments, the shock and awe. So, we work so hard to keep those secrets.
Nice. Last audience question is from Valerie Moses. Valerie.
Valerie.
Good name.
Way to be, Valerie.
Yeah. Good name.
Hey, girl. Kerry, this one is for you. Olivia's monologues often have similarities to Papa Pope's long, intense monologues. Do you think that's done intentionally to always remind us that they are father and daughter, even though Olivia is always trying to distance herself from him?
Wow.
Yeah, Bellamy sort of referenced this earlier. There's this really cool thing that I'd never experienced before because I haven't done this much television, where they write these things for us, and then we take them and metabolize them and try to do them justice. And then they watch our performances, and it feeds more ideas. So it's this real reciprocity of inspiring each other. Our performances inspire their writing inspires our performances. And Joe Morton did this really cool thing that I noticed very early on. He knew that he was playing my dad before I knew he was playing my dad. He knew in that season, he had all his scenes with you, and I kept saying, when am I going to have this scene with him? And he was like, I don't know. But he knew that he was my dad. And he had made this decision to do this very specific physical quirk that I do as Olivia, and he built it into his performance so that it could be something that Olivia got from her dad. Which in a way I was like, how dare you? I came up with that on my own. And it was so perfect for our relationship. Like, that was mine and you made it yours. And we've been doing that all along the way. Kind of, I can't tell you.
I know.
Because it'll make me self-conscious. And we do that a lot with each other. I steal things from him and how I say the rhythm of things. And we've had a big impact on each other's performances. And I think the writers feed that for sure.
Valerie, such a good question. Thanks for having that
That's
question.
a very good question. And this one's for the group. What new quality did you discover about your character in season 4?
That she existed.
When Abby's not in the bubble, she's much less sassy. That's what I discovered.
Yeah.
Really, she was much more toned down and polite when she was trying to get in the White House bubble.
Jeff, you discovered you had a...
Shonda said Cyrus in this big, laundromat of change ever since he knows he was responsible for James's death. And so there's, I think it's his confusion. Some sort of deep confusion that's a little different this year than before.
Very nice.
I would say that there's a continuum. Melly is happier the more of herself she's allowed to bring into her life. Like, the more she's hiding, the more angry and miserable and, like, taking it out on people she is. And the more she is allowing herself, or she is allowed to, like, bring all of her power to the forefront, then she's free as a bird and happy.
Mm-hmm. How about you?
That Fitz really, truly, deeply believes in Melly and her potential as a human being.
Yes.
That's interesting.
Very interesting.
So I'm like, ooh.
That Olivia really understands that no one can save you but yourself.
That was good.
I'm just going to sit on that one for a while.
Give me a minute.
That you know, since the island, Jake is substantially more trusting. Although he doesn't trust anybody, but more trusting, not just with Olivia, but I think in general.
Yeah. It was a good island. It was a good island.
I think he does. I think we learned this season the lengths to which she will go for Olivia and Huck, which is even more so than I thought.
How about you, Guillermo?
Probably that he's a lot more vulnerable and like a big softie for his family, for his family,
Sure.
and his kid and his kid and his wife.
You?
While I would still argue that among this questionable group, David is the closest to being morally upright, he is more willing to play fast and loose with the law than I would have anticipated.
Yes. He wears
What does
the
David
white
do?
hat.
He's the Attorney General.
Got it.
Drink!
Tell them what Johnny Todd gave you. Tell them what Johnny Todd gave you for your wrap gift.
Oh, I wish I'd brought it with me. I tweeted a picture. Johnny Todd, who stands in for me and is a great guy, got me a yarmulke. And
It's
really
white.
sewn into it is a
hat.
logo, and it says Attorney General of the United States. So now I wear the white yarmulke. I didn't know that.
All right, I think we have to wrap it up, and we have time for one final question. You guys have all teased this incredible, incredible finale. I know that I'm not allowed to ask about spoilers per se. We want everyone to be surprised, but I'm going to go down the line. I want you to describe the finale in between 1 and 3 words. I'll give you 1 and 3 words.
Redonk.
Nice!
Just the one word.
Titillating.
Ooh.
Nice.
Oh.
Cataclysmic.
Relentless.
Whipsaw.
Oh.
That's a nice word. It's good.
No, I got nothing. I got nothing after that. I know. I'm still thinking.
He knows I have nothing.
I know. I just did that for you. The whole I got nothing.
Yeah.
Can I give you some time?
Sorry. God, the Bronx girl in me just wants to say dope.
Yeah, we'll take that.
I still got nothing. Fantastically open-ended. Oh.
I got nothing. I got nothing.
I feel like it's really like drop the mic.
What?
You should have walked off.
Drop the mic. Unpredictable.
Nice. And how about the birthday boy? What do you think?
Cauliflower.
Give it a couple weeks. You'll see.
So what you're all telling me is
Give it a
it's
couple-
redonkulous dope cauliflower.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, we'll go for that.
Hashtag.
Let's give these guys a hand. They're awesome.